Hi, this is Paula Deckers with the Northwest Bridal Showcase, and today I'm speaking with Kim Ulavale from Destiny International Travel. And she has some really awesome information about how to plan your honeymoon and why it's so important that it be the first thing that you think about after you've set your budget for your wedding. So Kim, tell us a little bit about what a honeymoon looks like these days.
Well, it is interesting that so many times people put the honeymoon off to last, when it, in my opinion, is one of the most important aspects of the whole wedding picture. So that is kind of interesting. But most people still do the traditional honeymoon right after the wedding, but a growing number of people are doing a delayed honeymoon, which is kind of interesting. They will delay it by a few weeks or a month, but they might also incorporate it into their first anniversary trip and do a bigger first anniversary trip. And then there are more trending towards doing the honeymoon with the wedding in a destination, and we call those destination weddings.
Right, and that's one of the tips that you wanted to talk about today as well. Why would you choose a destination wedding over having it in your hometown?
Well, a lot of times people have friends and family spread out all around the country, and it's a great way to pull everybody together. And they get to incorporate a vacation into this event. So it becomes a bigger scale. Another interesting fact is that last year I read that an average cost of a wedding in Seattle was $28,000.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yep, and for a destination wedding, $17,000.
Oh, wow,
so it actually can save them money. Of course, it's going to depend on how many people they're going to pay to come to their wedding in that destination. But it is definitely a great alternative for a wedding, and it can save them money.
Okay, and is there a general rule of thumb as to what is appropriate or you know, when you're paying for somebody to come to a destination wedding?
I wouldn't say a rule of thumb. I've seen it done both ways. I've seen actually just the couple themselves going and getting married in Jamaica, for example, and then I've seen them take family and friends, and I've seen them pay for some relatives, and I've seen everybody pay for their own.
Okay,
so it really...
It just depends on the couple and perhaps their budget and, you know, and how many family members, etc., are going to be coming from out of state. That wedding list, whether it's large or small. So.
Right, and then they can come back and have a reception in their hometown.
Perfect.
For the people that couldn't make it.
Absolutely.
So,
that's great. Okay. You know, I think one of the things that people always wonder about is why should they go through a travel agent versus just booking it online? What benefits do they get by going through somebody like you, Kim?
Well, Anne, I am amazed at how many times I hear people say, "Oh, you're still around? Travel agents are still in existence?" And yes, we are. We're not as easy to find. There's very few walk-in travel agencies. A lot of us work remotely, and so you've got to Google us or word-of-mouth referrals. But we are still here. And the internet is great for research, looking at pictures. I send my clients links to the properties and destinations and things like that, but it can't give you the experience of a travel professional. We're the ones that go to these destinations, we experience them. I was recently in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, and I toured 19 hotels in 3.5 days. So I know where these hotels are in relation to downtown, or are they in the outlying areas, or are they on a better beach than others, and do they have better kids programs than others? Things like that. Are they adults only or couples only in some cases too? So it's this experience that we have that makes a huge difference in the honeymoon experience for the couple.
Yeah, and guiding them through that process and really understanding what it is that they want to accomplish with their honeymoon and helping them find all the right, like you said, all the right locations that meet their requirements.
Yes.
So
it's all about qualifying our clients. It's not just, okay, you're going to Jamaica, but it's what's most important. Is it a great beach or a fancy pool? Is it that ocean view? Is it that balcony with the 180-degree view? Is it activities in the nearby town? Is it I have to be able to shop, or I just want solitude? You know, it's really matching the trip with the couple. Okay, so they get the right vacation for them.
That makes so much sense, and I think that's where a professional is always going to help you make the best choice. And you know, honeymoons are not inexpensive. And so if you're going to plan that into your budget, you might as well be getting the most for your money. I'm
Exactly.
assuming that as a travel agent, you might be able to assist in getting some discounts and things like that as well that maybe they would not be able to get online.
We do work with tour operators that do have contracted rates with hotels, airlines, tour companies, local ground operators, things like that. So yes, I like to think that we can meet or do better than an online agency. Of course, you're getting the personal service as well.
Right.
And again, trying to work within the budget that they have for their honeymoon. They might look at, think, oh, I want to go to Tahiti. I saw a picture of an overwater bungalow. But realistically, that's going to cost them minimum $8,000 to $9,000 for the couple for a week.
Right.
And so those are things that we know, and we can kind of guide them to finding that destination.
Which leads me to the whole concept of the Pinterest boards and all that. They're great, like you said, for getting ideas online. But unless you actually have the viable information on how to implement it, it's not necessarily, it's a great concept, a great idea, but it isn't necessarily going to fit into your overall budget of your wedding or maybe your plans even. So it's great to have that professional to help you figure that all out.
Yes.
And Kim, how can people get in touch with you if they want more information about your company?
Well, first of all, I would say if they are working with a travel professional, work with them. I don't take business away from other travel professionals because they should work with someone that they trust. For myself, they can reach me at kim@destinyinternationaltravel.com. And of course, I'm right here in Everett and have a local number, 425-316-3283.
All right. Well, I think you've provided some fantastic tips, some stuff I didn't even know.
Cool.
I have children and I don't get to travel often, so. But for those young and upcoming couples, this is fantastic information, and I know that they will glean at least one valuable tip out of it. So thank you for your time.
All right. Thank you so much.